Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. This, my friends, is going to be an addendum, I guess, to the collection video. So a lot of Oracle stuff is going on around now. There's the hashtag Oracles with Attitude, created by Cosmic Creeper, I believe, and whatnot. And I also watched a little kind of collection slash cull video a little while ago. And so I was thinking, I'm always saying that Oracle is not my favorite, that I don't have many Oracles. And I thought, let me just look. Let me see exactly what I do have. And apparently, don't have very many Oracles was a complete lie. So let's check out all my Oracles. Now it's a little messy with regard to doing this as part of the collection video. I'm still going to call it probably number 7 of the collection video, even though a good half of these oracles have already been shown in other collection videos. I don't know if you need to see how that worked, but how I'm doing it is just stack by stack. And I'm going to start with what is on my table. Right now, what's on my table is the Way of the Warrior Oracle by Benebell. And this is one she gave as a freebie or a $5 add-on when she was doing the Metaphysical Planner. And it is based on the tenets of the Art of War. So each card has, it's a nice oracle to have on your table and pick one. There's the backs. There's a couple kind of alternate cards. It's the Our Lady of the Ninth Heaven. Shu Tian Swan Nu. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but yeah, my kind of thing. The other oracle that's on my table at the moment is the Dirt Gems by Louise Burdett and Chelsea Granger. And this is getting a lot of play right now because it's just come out in mass market form. This is the independent printing, and I did just show this on my mostly black decks, so I won't belabor that. It's a little different, but all the artwork is the same. So go get you some at the your mass market outlet, your favorite metaphysical store or whatever. So I just grabbed stacks. All right, this is the Phenomena Oracle by Jessica Bott. I showed this in a little while. There is a video using this in a reading with the Bott deck somewhere in my history. Love a Volcano card. And this is natural, things that just happen in natural. I love the frost on the branches of dead trees in the winter. The sun. Germinate. Oh, flood. Flood is really nice. So yeah, Jessica Bott, I'm a big fan, and that one I will probably continue to use for a while. Okay, we're not going to put these away. as we do it. But this is the first edition of the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. And this is just a special deck to me. I do have this modded to match the backs. My favorite parts of the mod are where the gold kind of comes down. Yeah. So, Oracle of Echoes, Father Time. And recently the Tarot of Echoes went out. I've been seeing some walkthroughs of that. As far as I know, that one will come out mass market eventually, if we can wait. Okay, so that's the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. This is the Witchbone Astrology Oracle by Audrey Siebe, and in my mostly black decks, I did go through this a bit. The Picatrix Decans. Let's just take a look at this one more time. This is a great tool if you're doing a Decan walk. But these cards are also talismans. So the imagery could be used in spellcrafting, could be used as a jumping off point for whatever kind of thing you want to do in certain dates. But that is the Picatrix Decans by J. Swofford. So if you're doing the Decan walk, it's not too late to find this deck and give it a shot. All right, and this, again, it's a deck that I'll probably never give up, in part because of its rarity, but also this one goes with my copy of the Fantastic Menagerie, because I have the old one. And this deck, when I got it, had some writing on the bottom in pencil that the previous owner had tried to erase. And so the titles are a little bit damaged, kind of, from trying to erase it, if you know what I mean. And then, you can see, and it was written, I think, in Spanish. And you can see on my copy where there was some pencil here. But the Victorian Flower Oracle by Bubba Studios. Another oracle. Okay, hang tight. Gotta get another stack. Okay, the Ceccoli Oracle. I don't know if I've ever shown this. I think this was in the large decks series, maybe. This could be an oracle with attitude. Definitely. This is not a sugary sweet deck, as one might think by the artwork. It's actually kind of confronting, especially if you have kind of an injured inner child. This is a really beautiful deck that I traded for. Hang on just a second. And it is called Amor et Psyche Oracle. This is by Georges Barbieri and Rachel Paul. I like this kind of turn of the century, very early 20th century. Yeah. And it's a romantic oracle, kind of looking at different things that can happen in relationships. But really beautiful artwork. And then I have here the Fantod pack. And this is Edward Gorey. This is kind of just I think that he's poking fun at tarot. The Spirit Doodle cards by Elrond Mills. And this is one of those decks that the imagery is cool. I like these colored doodles, but the power in this deck is from the guidebook. He goes into kind of a very deep study of the keyword, along with poetry, music, reading material, and of course his own life experience. And this was fun to watch get made. And it's fun. There are some people on Instagram who use this like kind of a lot. I don't use it as often as I once did, but when you want to pull a card or two from this deck, it's quite the experience. So that is the Spirit Doodle cards by Elrond Mills. And this next one you've seen a bunch. This is the Heart Align Oracle. And it is by Tsan. And she's doing a Kickstarter for this right now. I know people are supporting. The Wyrd of Sarah Howard. I think I fairly recently showed this. I'll show you a couple cards anyway. And mid-mod in this, so this is a very watery kind of it feels like a campground. Yeah. And then finally in this group, this is my favorite astrological oracle. And I have these kind of set up so that I can grab them when I want them. But this is the Wheel of the Year, the different seasons. Sorry. The light's a little weird because it's morning. And then he moves to the astrological signs as constellations, because as above, so below. And the planets, including several moon phases. Happy eclipse, by the way. Planets, and what else do we have in here? I believe the houses are in there. So that is that group. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Next bunch. The Illuminated Earth Oracle by Claire Mack. And I don't even know which printing this is. I traded for this. Cool edges. I did with metallic Sharpies. Super nice. But this is just, in my opinion, her finest work. I know other people use the Faceted Garden and her new tarot. Really, really beautiful artwork. However, this is her deck that I really enjoy. And the color palette is beautiful. The cardstock, very shuffleable, very nice. And it just, to me, it's a good all-arounder. It kind of goes with whatever you want to put it with, or just by itself. Single card pull, right? So that's Claire Mack's Illuminated Earth Oracle. This is, I don't know if she's reprinting this. I think she might reprint it. I spoke to Ethany's sister, but this is by Ethany. This is the Money Magic Manifestation cards. And this just is something that's useful to just about everyone. It's designed to give you positive feelings around money and around bringing financial stability into your life through these kind of simple sayings. And I've pulled single cards from this for years. Really great little oracle. This is the Nature Portals by Jamie Sawyer. And I love this deck. Even though it's a round deck, but it's a small round deck. It fits in your hand. And the card stock is quite shuffleable, so it actually isn't as hard to handle as some round decks. And these are just beautiful. If you want Jamie's decks, she's not doing it anymore. She's back to working in the tattoo studio. So hurry up. Go get what she has left, because she won't be doing that anymore in the foreseeable future. I don't know. Maybe she'll change her tune after a while if she feels. I love this little skunk card. And this is particularly a fun deck for me because Jamie worked with her mother on this. And her mother did the guidebook meetings. Well, most of the guidebook meetings. There's also input from Jamie herself, but her mom, Gail, did these great guidebook meetings. Yeah, so that is Nature Portals. And this is a good one. This is the Arcane Bullshit. This is an old printing. This is actually my daughter's, but she has some of my decks, so I'm holding this one ransom. And it's kind of, this is a really thick deck. There's a lot of cards. They came already edged. This one, the backs are really cool on this. The cardstock is pretty thick and kind of rose petal-y. And it's just, it is divination in the ridiculous. Kind of along similar lines as Fantod, but to me, for one thing, Fantod's very tiny. This one actually works better as a divinatory tool, as an oracle. The guidebook is funny, and There's a lot of swearing, but it's also ridiculous and very real, if you know what I mean. Okay. So that is the Arcane Bullshit Oracle. Overwhelm. All right, here is the Fallen Angel Oracle. This little piece comes off, and is the bane of my existence by Nigel Ceccoli. I believe that the new one is fairly similar. This is an old one. It was gifted to me 150 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago. Before it went out of print, and then people were charging big money for it. And this is graveyard imagery. And the author has set the fallen angels into this imagery and given you kind of a jumping off point in the guidebook, but they don't write a whole lot. You have to get used to this. You have to get to know this deck to really have fun with it. But it goes with a lot of stuff too, and I would not hesitate to say it has a little attitude. All right, another Tsan fabulousness. I got this on Kickstarter. It has since been changed to the spread. I forget, something else, but this is the Spread Machine Oracle. And it has different suits. This can be used just straight, draw one card, draw 3 cards, do what you must. But it was built to be used to create spreads. And the little sayings here are very wise, very interesting. So that's the Spread Machine. What do I have left here? Okay. So this is another one of what the heck is his name? He did the angels, and he did the demons, and he did Dracula. And my favorite, which is the Hieronymus Bosch, Travis McHenry. So this is the Angels and Demons Oracle, I believe. And I think this one has since gone mass market. I've seen it. But I like this one better. I think this one is cooler. It's got these kind of really kind of weird edging. The cardstock is nice and loose, but the way he produced it with the seals and the angels and demons both on a card, I really like the way this one was produced. And it has a pretty good guidebook, which gives you explanations, a little bit about the seals and the angel and the demon on each card. And it's a cool one. All right, next stack. So, like I mentioned before, some of these were in kind of recent videos, so I don't need to show a whole lot of it. This is the old Bird of Prey Oracle. And I like to show these cards because there's the way they printed this was really unusual. This was in my Rage Decks video, but this was printed on heavy cotton cardstock with an old-fashioned print making machine, and it is very black ink which is pressed into this heavy cotton cardstock, which makes it a very tactile deck. And of course, the Sacred Union Oracle by Lisa St. Croix was in my Lovers response to Masha's Top Tarot Trumps. The Mildred Payne's Oracle Black Enchantment Blood Edition was in a fairly recent video. I'm sure it was in the big decks portion of the collection video. But who doesn't want to see this? Everybody wants to see this, right? Very cool. I haven't even edged this yet. Should I do it in red or black? I don't know. In the backs. Yeah. Great. Patrick Belenza deck. This is one by Joanna Nelson. And this is the Catland Oracle. This is an older version. She has since reprinted this deck. And it's a little bit different, but a lot of the same artwork she used. And this is a sassy deck. This deck has a lot of it, I gotta say. Fishy wishes. Yeah, good one. Really good one by Joanna Nelson. And then the Prairie Majesty Oracle by Cara Simons. One of the oracles that I really want to get, that was another part of doing this video, is me telling myself, I don't need any oracles. I already have way more oracles than I'm ever going to use. Why do I ever? But then I do want her new Song of the Grandmothers Oracle. But this one is just, this one's really cool because it has kind of an action-oriented vibe. Yeah. And I like the idea of something from the prairie. Then we have my beloved, the original Arthur Rackham Oracle. This is the second edition. I backed this on Kickstarter. And I think I only have 2 decks left from Duck Soup. But this is definitely one of them. I love what he did with the reprinting. He kind of lightened up the artwork a bit. It's still in this shiny cardstock, but I think they have to do that for the artwork. Undercurrents. And one of the things I really love about this particular oracle is he has a really exhaustive set of keywords, some of which you might see in other oracles. Facundity, I recently had in something else, some of which are kind of common, and others where you almost have to look up the word to know what he's talking about. But the Arthur Rackham artwork comes from illustrations of fairy tales and myths. So it's very, very relatable artwork to me. Yeah. I like this one very much. So that's the original Arthur Rackham Oracle by Duck Soup. And then, of course, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit and showed this for a while. Let's look at some cards. This has the backs that match the second edition of the tarot deck. Just great. Animal spirit guides. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, there's stuff I just love. The cosmic egg. Phoenix. Oh. Yeah, it's the next stack. 30 minutes, about halfway in. All right, well, you know. So this is the, what did he call it? Cosmovisions by James Eads. I have it in the box I got with the Kickstarter, wrapped in silk. It does follow a tarot system, kinda. Look at that rad edging. Beautiful backs. Very much in his kind of impressionist art style. But everything is kind of going backwards and inside out. There is going to be reversals in this one because reversals is a kind of a big part of this oracle, and the court cards in this oracle are geometric figures. I've shown this kind of ad nauseum, but let's look at a couple cards. This is the archetypes. Perfect. Round deck by Kim Krams. Heavily modded. The kiss. The healer. The vow. Yeah, great one. And also, along with this, the Alchemy Oracle. Same thing. Love it. Modded the heck out of it. Jupiter. Just the different stages and things that you need as an alchemist to change, to manifest change, right? It's totally wonked, but there you have it. When you love something, it gets used a lot, right? This is Alice the Wonderland. This is the only one of these Lucy Cavendish, Jasmine Beckett Griffith oracles I ever got. And I got it in part to go with my Alice tarots. I have a couple of them. I have the Baba Studios one and the Dame Darcy one. But I gotta say, this oracle is really pretty cool. The guidebook is really good. I don't know. I don't use it as much as I thought I might, but when I do, it's a keeper. I very much enjoy this. And this is the Lantern Oracle by Angelina Mirabito and Yuli Alejo. Just one of those things, you see everybody else looking at it and you say, oh, it's just going to be another kind of meh. But I forget who I saw working with this, talking about how it is kind of that light in the dark. So this is very new to me, like probably within the last month. So I'm still getting used to it, but I'm liking it. Very much enjoying this. And every once in a while I buy a deck from my local metaphysical store. She happened to have this and I was like, yay. I have been admiring that on other people's channels. Next bunch. All right, then let's move on to oracles that are in bags. I'm just going to briefly look at this one again. This is from in my purse. And this is my little crystal ball pocket oracle. This is the old independent version. I don't know how the new one is, but that one is teeny tiny. The cardstock is delightful. This one that's in my Moonlit Fae bag is the, what is this called? The Constellation. This is by Black and the Moon. And this is, I've actually seen this in the Oracles with Attitude. This is one of those decks that, I mean, you can just use the keyword and read with what you know. But this one makes me want to learn more about the sky above me. So this is the old edition. I have no idea about the new one. Nice small cards. Never been modded. This is, again, an older edition. I believe Melissa Lucia has done this Oracle of Madonnas and Virgins. It is the Madonnas and Virgins Our Lady Oracle deck by Melissa Lucia, and she has since had this printed on a larger size, but I like this little handheld baby. And these are images she photographed. Oops, this is right way. She photographed. They're completely titleless, so this one does have kind of an attitude. She went to graveyards in New Mexico and photographed these amazing little setups that people had done. And this is actually a very great intuitive reader. You just have to give it a minute. You have to take the image and glean what you can out of it. What's next? Oh, this is a good one. So this, I have a bag made by Giselle over at Madwitch. My little charms and bells. And this holds, God, I love this oracle. The original Tree Whisper Oracle by Maggie Makwa. Mags. And I love this. I love this oracle. Very fey. Super tree spirit. I mean, exactly what it says. if you sit with this quietly, the little creatures in the trees will just come out and say, how you doing? And I love them. Yeah. Tree Whisper Oracle. In a Mad Witch bag. This is one that came in a trade, or someone gave it to me. I think this was Jamie Lou, I want to say. But I had always wanted this Universal Mind Oracle by Michelle Black. And comes with a couple cards like this because it is in suits. But this is just the images are really kind of all you need. Long out of print. I have no idea if this is ever coming back, but great little oracle. Yeah, Universal Mind Oracle. And if you want me to do like some other kind of videos with any of these, just leave me a comment in the down bar and I'll see what I can do. All right. This was given to me by an old friend. And this is another one of those decks where it was reprinted in kind of a different version, not super different. But the book is key, and this one has a bunch of these blank cards, which I've never done anything with, but I think you're supposed to make your own. So this is the Medicine Cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson, illustrated by Angela Wernicke. And these are... they're like Native American shields. And it is exactly what it says on the label. They're animal medicine. So you can draw one, and the write-ups are fairly big, right? Fairly expansive. And I'm sure people have their own feelings about these animals, but really great old oracle. And this is an older printing. This is like I don't know, from the 80s. She got it from a friend who, and it was published in Santa Fe. So there's that. And then last in this stack is, God, I love these cards. These are the Messenger cards by Sandra Kunz. There are the backs. And again, I don't use it all the time, but when I do, it's just really beautiful, nature-based, kind of slightly dark, very kind of tuned in imagery. Yeah, really nice. Okay, next stack. All right, last stack actually. So that's kind of cool. This I brought out recently. This is the Witchlings Oracle by Paulina Faye Cassidy. And it's an old favorite. There are the backs. I don't know how long I've had this, probably 8 years, 10 years, something like that. And I just can't get enough. Love it. This one, in a little James Eads pouch. is, of course, the old I Ching deck that Benebell Wen did with her course I Ching and the I Ching and the, I forget. It's her I Ching class. But she has since redone this deck in a different way, and I think it's free on her website, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, let me know. You just download it and order it. And in fact, I think she might even have a link to order it from Lulu or Make Playing Cards, I think. This is 2 decks in 1. Oh, man. And this is the Sacred Play Oracle by Melissa Lucia. And this is a 2-sided deck. So you have these photographs on one side, and then the kind of where you want to go with the image, if you want. Melissa's style is very loose. She is what I would call a modern day shaman. Okay, so that's Sacred Play. And this deck, I believe she built it to be a companion oracle to the Oracle of Initiation. And the Oracle of Initiation is just, this is a larger size of this deck. This is just one of my favorite decks of cards that has ever been created. Beautiful photography. 77,000 photographs, I believe. She did nude with her body painted in the desert, in the tunnels. Just, like I say, she's a modern day shaman. And she is due to come out with a new deck, which I'm super excited about. Oh my God. It's with Nordic witches. I forget what she calls them, but it's a good word. Okay, I'm going to show this one, even though technically it isn't exactly an oracle, but it's an oracle and a tarot. And this is the Bott deck, or the Botanical deck by Jessica Bott. This is, I want to say at this point, it's over 100 cards. And it's built to be a tarot and an oracle in the same box. I have merged both decks. And I've gotten a couple of the expansion packs. There are a couple more expansion packs that I would like to get. I would just keep adding cards to this, because every card is chosen for a reason. Cilantro. And they all have great meaning. So it's kind of a tarot. Oh God, don't you love the smell of juniper? But really, with this number of suits and cards, it becomes an oracle. Yeah, weeds. You know, every plant has meaning in this deck. And then, so we're almost to the point. I'm gonna, these are the last two oracles that are just cards. I showed this in my, my itty bitty, because this is the itty bitty, let me see. This is regular tarot size, so that's how small this deck is. Yeah. And I edged it with a little gold. This is the Journey Oracle Mini by Kelly Fitzgerald at the Truth and Story. And this is my favorite size of the cards. I very much enjoy that she made these teeny tiny ones, because you can add them to a Lenormand reading. They go with other small cards, like if I want to do a reading with tiles or whatever. Really, really great size oracle. And then she had the regular size. I ended up, and they come with a 20-sided deck, I think. 20-sided, or yeah, 20-sided. So there are a few cards in here. The animal spirit one, the crystal spirit one, and the plant spirit one, where you can roll the dice and the number you get will go to a certain animal. She's got a PDF book that you could print out. I think you can print it on Lulu too. She's really handy with the graphics setup. But yeah, this journey system, which started with the tokens. I don't think she has any more of these. I think these sold out kind of quick. And these are they are almost the size of Scrabble. That's a significator. So in this bag, this is one of the stages of life. That would be fire. Spirit. There's your animal. So then when you get the animal, you roll your dice and you pick the animal from there. Or I can use, if I get plant, I can pick something from my Bott deck, or something from my animal spirit deck for the animal. And then I have these little tiny green stones, because this is it's meant to be used as a casting system. I use these little green stones to show me which ones are upside down. Okay, so that is Kelly Fitzgerald's Journey Oracle System. And these are great, because they just, if you get Earth, right, then you put that with a tarot card or an oracle card, and it's as if it's a knob that you can turn up this card. Enthusiasm for the earth, or a stable, solid enthusiasm. What kind of thing can you do to it's like a knob. It's amazing. This one is, what is this? North, south, east. Takes me a second to get some of them. But east would be where the sun comes up. So it's the beginning. It's initiation, right? Great system. great system to add to other readings, or you can just, and I have this cool, again, I don't think you can get these anymore. I have this cool spread cloth that she made, so you can cast on top of it, right? And just use the tokens. All right. This one, I mentioned the geomantic figures. Here they are. This goes with the James Eads, and it has the geomantic dot figures and the geomantic characters in this quite heavy. This was the big Kickstarter that he did, but I believe you can still buy these on his website, James Eads. And this is the extra one. I have a print of this over there on the wall. Yeah. Really cool coins. And then finally, the last oracle. It's an oracle. It is an oracle. Is this charm set, which I got at Newt's a couple of years back, the last one that was done at the Monarch Hotel. And this is over 100 charms. Who is this by? I'll have it in the down bar, but who this is by? It's by a pretty prolific creator too. But that's it. Those are my many oracles, and thank you for coming.